Hi, Jolie here to talk about choosing an Oracle deck for your Oraclescape game. An Oracle deck is a deck of cards containing vivid imagery, artwork, symbolism that you'll use as you play Oraclescape to provide kind of an intuitive insight and inspiration to enrich your story. Divinatory cards such as tarot decks are a really common form of deck that you can choose. And any set of cards that you have around that has imagery that you really identify with or come alive to is great. It's purely an interpretive exercise, so you just want to choose something that you really engage with and that really fits with your group or the story that you'd like to tell. I have some examples here. First, we have the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck, which has been in use for a couple hundred years, and it has imagery that kind of leans toward the medieval, the sort of religious, a lot of like historical kind of a feel, and kind of the sort of imagery that you might think of when you think of the tarot. And if you choose that deck, then that would inform the kind of story that you might tell, or the kind of inspirations that you might take from it. Here we have the Collective Tarot, which is one of my favorites. It's been reinterpreted and reimagined by Portland artists, and it has a lot of body positive, queer positive, social justice kind of themes, and that would very much inform the kind of story that results. This is the Thoth deck designed by Aleister Crowley. And its symbolism runs toward the sort of esoteric, the sort of surreal. There's a bit of a geometric thing to it. And again, like whatever feelings or aesthetic impressions you get from it would put your story in a different direction. This is the Fairy Oracle by artist Brian Froud. And it has kind of a whimsical, charming sort of a feel. And if you wanted to tell a sort of whimsical and fantastic story, then you might pick a deck like this. And finally, I have an ordinary deck of playing cards, which, while it might not have as vivid a set of imagery as the others, if playing cards are what you have around, it's a perfectly serviceable deck to use. And obviously has imagery in it that we are kind of steeped in our culture, and that has different connotations for us. And it's certainly a serviceable way to proceed with Oraclescape. For interpreting cards, again, there isn't any set meaning. It's really about what you see in the card. If you want a handy guide, especially for something that's less image heavy like these, numbers can be looked at as stages in a journey. So if you have a low number like an ace or a 2, then you might be early in a process. A number like a 9 or a 10 might mean you're late in a process, or whatever story element you're introducing would take on that tone. For playing cards, the hearts obviously have a meaning. Clubs have a meaning that can be interpreted in a lot of ways. Spades, diamonds, it could be emotions, it could be wealth. It's really about what you see in it, and as you talk about them as a group, you'll see a lot of interesting things emerge. So, choose an Oracle deck, and then come back to scout out a location with me in the next video, and then you'll be ready to sit down and play Oraclescape with your group of friends. Thank you.